That's like a secret TikTok racism thing, I guess, too, is they call it basketball people. Isn't that crazy? It's like,
dude,
what?
fucking open races, like when they're so dumb. Well, racism is so dumb, but they're so stupid. It's like when they're trying, like, that's so not slick.
Right. It's
Get a group together and call it like hockey people. So it like throws people off or some shit. Like
basketball people, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
You can say any sport.
Curling.
But hockey or curling. Yeah, like.
Welcome to Tank Top Talks. I'm your host, Matt Braunger. Tank tops are ridiculous, but they feel good. And the reason they feel good is because they're ridiculous. Will Miles, welcome. Let's talk about your tank.
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here. Happy to be in my tank.
Yeah, this is the first real jersey. We were talking about that.
Yeah, the first real jersey.
First real jersey. We had another guest with his high school teachers, like intramural kind of basketball league.
Black dude.
Yeah. And you made the point before we started that it was I was thinking like what about you talked to Langston and found out I called each and it was like, can you wear like a basketball tank? Would you?
We just need a sports idea, but like
I figured since you're black, could you wear a basketball jersey?
That's like a secret TikTok racism thing, I guess, too, is they call it basketball people. Isn't that crazy? It's like,
dude,
what?
Fucking open races, like when they're so dumb. Well, racism is so dumb, but they're so stupid. It's like when they're trying, like, that's so not slick.
Right. It's
Get a group together and call it like hockey people. So it like throws people off or some shit. Like
basketball people, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
You can say any sport.
Curling.
But hockey or curling. Yeah, like, those are the only two. Hockey people, it's like, oh, Dustin
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why are you discriminating against tall people?
Yeah,
is that why?
You mean tall Slovenians? You don't like them? I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But I do think we relegated internally probably that actual things that we used to call a term that obviously is SA.
You speak freely. No one's listening.
Yeah, okay, wife beater.
Listening.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We used to call it a wife beater.
And
that meant like not only because they were, I mean, that implies violence already, but we assumed those people were tough people if they were wearing a wife beater.
Well, yeah, and drunks and
not
like
always
viciously.
beating their wife.
But like it's. I remember going to this is how corny that is. Even back where the thing about it is it's evocative. As soon as you say it, you know exactly the piece of clothing they're talking about.
Exactly.
But I remember there's a class I was in college where we'd go and just watch various performance and then evaluate it. And there was this dance performance and the segment that was about domestic violence, the dude came out in a wife beater. And I remember in the audience being like, dude, boring. It's too obvious.
We're still going to say wife beater. It just fits the description of the shirt.
But it's like, he's holding a beer. It's like,
yeah.
But, okay, so why
why this one? Well, if I could turn around.
You can get up.
I'll get up and turn around, yeah.
Feel free. Okay. Oh, nice. Last name.
Same last name. So this is a jersey from Darius Miles. Mm-hmm. If you're a millennial or older,
sure,
you'll know that basketball player.
Yeah.
Or if you listen to podcasts like Knuckleheads. Mm-hmm. But Darius Miles came out when I was in either finishing high school or he's like around the same age as me. I know that because Quentin Richardson went to my high school and graduated from there before me. And so when they were on the Clippers came back and played our seniors.
Okay.
Like he brought like Maggette, who was also from Chicago.
Oh, wow.
And then Darius is from East St. Louis, so he brought him too and like a few other people. But when he came out, I was like, well, he's on the Clippers. I'm obviously wearing a Darius Miles jersey.
Sure.
Every chance I get, this is clearly not the same one from childhood.
Yeah, dude, I have a brand new like Clyde Drexler jersey. Yeah. It's not the one that I had, as a kid.
It's like, but you're the kid, you would be so excited about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I've been rocking that ever since. I mean, I was thinking on the way over here, I think the last comedy show that my dad was able to come to was at Team Coco Chicago All-Star Weekend.
Oh, you really? Oh, cool.
And then I did a show before the Knuckleheads podcast with Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles. And so
cool.
I got to like talk to them. And Eddie Curry is a friend who I know through like my friends like Larisha and Ronald. And and we're all Chicago. And so I was back there. And I remember seeing Joe Mandy and I was just around nothing but basketball players. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, this is so cool.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And I think he's thought I was cooler since.
Yeah, sure.
But it was just a fun time. And my dad got to talk to Darius Miles and they got to discuss like, why do we have the same last name? There's only like there's not that many Miles people that we know.
Really?
So every time we come in contact with one, it's like, oh, are we related at all? So that was kind of what my dad was doing.
That's cool.
So that's like a cool experience too.
That's cool. Like I like that that we've done maybe 6 episodes of this, and it's like most people have like a tank that's just like, oh, it's my knock around.
Yeah.
You know, Dave just bought one on a whim in Miami and like stuff like that. But it's cool that that's like got all this history.
Yeah.
Your dad and memories and stuff like that.
And that Team Coco weekend was pretty fun, I will say.
It sounds cool.
Yeah. It was the month before COVID started too.
Oh my God.
So it was like the last time we were out, and I remember being a little nervous on the plane ride there because I had heard about this COVID thing.
Oh yeah. I think COVID is yet another one of those, you know, our parents' generation, they have JFK was shot.
Yeah.
Everybody knows where they were, right? We have, I know where I was when everything shut down. I know where I was when OJ was on the freeway. I know, you know, all these random ones.
Yeah. 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11, of course.
Where I was.
You knew where you were. You knew what you were wearing. You know what,
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
Rodney King. I know where I was when the Rodney King.
Yeah.
When it was on TV.
And now we have about 7 a day. This modern news era. It's just like
it's like I don't know where I was. I could have been anywhere.
Yeah, dude. Godzilla came out of the sea. Yeah.
I was at Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, right. I didn't see him.
I didn't know.
He just came in, smashed Okinawa, and then
guess we're not Ohana.
Damn. Yeah. So you and I know each other as we're dad bros.
Dad bros.
We already were comedian bros, and our daughters were born months apart.
Yeah, I think
in 2020.
Yeah.
And so they're both girls, but they're boys. They're boys together.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
They go back.
They're boys.
Like pots and pans. But yeah, I feel like with you, with Chris Garcia, we like got cemented the bond.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, by
absolutely,
being like going through this together and being like, I feel totally fucking clueless. Do you? Yes.
Yes,
Okay, great.
absolutely. And also, can they go in another room and then we can have beers?
Yeah. Oh, we're party parents.
And they're totally fine. Yeah. It's
absolutely.
Like
yeah.
Once kids start doing that, people don't realize that part of parenthood is like peak when you're like, oh, you guys like each other?
You guys,
I didn't set that up.
Go
like
drink,
I did, kind of.
Drink
but
this
also,
tequila.
Yeah. I'm
cool.
good in the back.
Great.
The dad's great.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I mean it's. I'm not saying you have to drink as a parent, but if you do, it's like it. You know, it not only modifies the amount you drink in a good way.
Yes. Yeah.
It's this thing where you're just like, all right, you know, I'm not gonna get lit around this kid, but this is nice. When to the point where like, you know, I'll take her to like a brewery. Sorry, drinkers. I know you hate us at the breweries. I know you hate us. But
our kids are pretty cool.
They got kids shit there. They got kids stuff to play with.
There's big Connect Four every bar.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. My dad tried taking me in bars when I was a little kid, and I remember just these sad old faces staring at me, and just the bartender being like, "No." So it's like I feel like we've come a long way. We're all in the sun. Long story long, my daughter at one point was like, "Dada, when we go to that place where there's a playground and all the parents drink coffees, because that's a code we use for alcohol. It's coffees.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
She's like, "What's this? Don't touch that. It's coffee." And she's like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
You call it nighttime coffee. Yeah.
Coffee and hot sauce. They hate 2 of them. If you call anything hot sauce or coffee, they won't touch it. It's the best.
Your kid just grows up just thinking you're like just this friggin' tougher than nails dad.
Yeah,
My
never
dad
let me
goes to grade school. My dad drinks cups of hot sauce, frothy hot sauce.
My dad smokes hot sauce.
My dad smokes Tabasco cigars.
He said don't touch it, and he only said don't touch hot sauce. I don't know. He was rolling it in a joint.
See how long the Santa is real myth would go until they're just like in high school and they're like, I don't drink hot sauce. Guys, fuck are you talking about?
What?
Everyone's in the park like, dude, this is wine.
It's a weird kid. Yeah.
This is Boone's Farm. It's a strange brand of hot sauce.
Yeah, it's really spicy. It's really
White Claw hot sauce. Just pouring it on his.
I mean, actually, like that's a good idea though. Like,
it is
like.
For branding?
Whiskey hot sauce is probably fire.
I'm sure that's already there. I'm sure there's Jack Daniel's hot sauce. There has to be.
They make a barbecue, so it's got to be at Applebee's at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Shout out to Applebee's. This whole thing is sponsored by
just the weirdest sponsorships just folded in.
Go get the 2-for-1 deal or whatever deal. You know they got a deal going. It's frozen until microwaves. It's
so
delicious.
Ridiculous. How are you feeling these days?
I'm feeling all right. I mean, we're in an industry that's, bombing.
Yep.
There is also bombing going on.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'm doing stand-up more, so there's some bombing there too.
Yeah.
But
nothing but bombing.
Nothing but no. It's it's definitely a weird time in the world. We saw each other at protests and whatnot.
Yeah, we did.
I feel like keeping your core people around has been very useful. You know, where it's like, I'll see you.
Yeah.
We don't need to go outside these circles too often. You know, like it's nice to spread out, especially if they're like friends of yours or friends of like our other friends. But it's like, I don't mind keeping that circle tight right now just to be like, guys, what do we do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, reaching out and trying to connect with people and stuff, and stand up helps. But it is very important to kind of, keep your circle close and take care of each other and check in on each other and stuff. And like, speaking of that protest, I remember I grew up going to these protests with my parents, and, God bless you, you had your kid with you, but it was like, I wasn't really worried that something would go down, but my wife, a couple weeks ago had hip surgery. She can't really run.
Right.
So, I would go down with her, but I can't if I took the kid, I would take her, but she can't run. Yeah. Kids there, you just never know with the tear gas and stuff.
It was risky.
That's the thing that's like, I think making most people amongst so many other things. Just like, that's all right. We get to do that. Yeah. I know you want to come bust it up, but that's illegal,
Genuinely, I should be allowed to do this without worry, but I know I have to do it with worry.
For sure. Yeah. So
this time,
that's annoying, but it's
no. We were close to the exit. I was very aware of that, of being like, because I didn't want to. At first, I was like, "There's no way she's coming." Yeah. Then I was like, "It's an experience she needs." I don't know, but it was a whole lot of things going in, and then being like, "All right, but we'll stay by the exit." If I could pick her up and run right to the car pretty easily, or my safe zone, which is
you had spots too.
Exactly.
Skate shop. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just.
I am kind of sponsored by Kingswell. Shout out to Kingswell.
Kingswell, yeah, I was wearing your socks.
Yeah, DJ. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hell yeah.
Good socks. I got the sock with the where it's like a Mickey Mouse, but he's losing his mind and he's like angry as shit. And it's funny because it's like my kid will stare at it like Mickey Mouse doesn't lose his shit. What are these socks?
Do you know why Mickey Mouse is a part of the branding?
Oh, because next door.
No, it is. It's the place.
Because it was the skate shop too.
Well, I think it's now as like a notary.
It's a notary.
The
original animation studios are now a notary.
And Disneyland was created in this building that houses a notary and a skate shop now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and so all Kingswell stuff is all
knockoff, but like it's like angry Mickey Mouse. And
if you go to Big Adventure or whatever it is across from Disneyland, the California Adventure.
The California Adventure, yeah.
There's the whole that whole area is when you first walk in. They've like recreated Kingswell and there's
really?
the Los Feliz 5 and Dime.
Oh yeah. No, I saw it. Yeah, that's I love that. I also love that area because that's where you can get all the drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
So much alcoholic variety.
Parents, you can drink the whole part of Big Adventure. Mm-hmm. That's an important thing that nobody seems to know.
Every one of them.
Yeah, but you can drink the whole trip.
And it's like
Disneyland, you cannot.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's
only designated spots.
There's how much of a scumbag I am. There's 4 spots in Disneyland. One you'll never get into. Me neither, and I don't want to.
It's a secret club, right?
Yeah, Club 337 or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Or wait, is that the R&B group? No, that's 112.
Yeah. 112, Club 112 where the players dwell. And 337, you'll get to Disney heaven.
It's a secret club at Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's called Silk with a Y.
Yeah.
I don't. It's called Shy. SHAI.
That's normal, right? If I ever fall in love,
no one
at Disneyland.
No one is getting these R&B references.
I know, right? Yeah. This is for the
my freshman year of high school. College. I went to the. I used to go to Black Student Union meetings.
That doesn't surprise me
because all my friends went. So I was like, can I go? And they're like, sure. And I would just go and help plan stuff. And the end of the year, they took us all to Howard Homecoming.
Oh,
put us on a bus. What? And we went and we stayed in a hotel. And I went to the football game and I went to the step competition.
Yeah.
And wild football game. I counted 7 other whites. The whole stadium. Exactly. Whole stadium. And so I saw the big concert and it was Shy, Silk, Rex and Effect, and Mary J. Blige. And I'm leaving someone else out. But it was like great.
The concerts are amazing. I mean, Biggie played there a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I went to homecoming at Howard once, and I forget who was there. Shit, but it was like I want to say 2002.
Okay. Yeah, I was.
So it was
this
like,
is 93. I think
yeah,
I was
yeah.
there.
Based on every band you name, that makes total sense. Yeah,
exactly. Story
Mary
checks
J.
out.
Spans.
Story checks out.
Mary
kids.
J. could have been 93 or 2003.
No, first. That's her first album. Real Love.
Exactly.
Real
Yeah.
Love.
When she was
with
like
the X hats.
Yeah, those were that was cheap leather skirts. It moved on to
real cheap,
very expensive leather dresses. But yeah,
and you're a Morehouse man.
Morehouse man. We had homecoming many years.
Nice.
One year, me and my buddies. Shout out to everybody. We call ourselves Consortium. That's what
the Consortium.
The Consortium.
That's
we came
cool
up with it in Graves Hall.
Nice.
And so we. I forget, one year, sophomore year, Swizz Beatz and Jadakiss or somebody were, and Ghostface Killah was there. That was huge.
Whoa.
With the giant eagle right here.
Of course.
It was incredible. But at one point, we found T-shirts that were the security T-shirts.
Wow.
And so we put them on and then walked up to the front of the stage and turned around.
Yeah.
To kind of like present like we were security. And then just kind of turned back around and watched the show up close.
Dude.
It was kind of genius.
And this is what?
It was not my idea. It was somebody else's idea. But yeah. This is 2000 and this would be 02 or 03, I think, actually.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Because that's weird. That just tanked my theory. But you can still talk on this.
Yeah.
Because you're younger than me, but you're old enough to remember. People, one thing that young people are missing out on is the freedom before 9/11. Like where you could fake your way. You could take a manila folder full of paper and wear a suit, and as long as you walk in a straight line, you could almost get into anywhere.
Yeah.
Like be like, no, I can't talk. Let me in,
Yeah.
Dude, this is like, I could tell the longer version of this story, but like when I was in college, I graduated in 1996, and I went with a bunch of those guys that I'd go to the Black Student Union meetings with.
Yeah.
And I was one of maybe two white guys, and it was like black people, black friends, Puerto Ricans, and then we went to we were downtown, just Manhattan.
Where was this?
For no reason,
Manhattan.
New York.
Yeah.
And then we go up to Midtown, and we're like, oh, hey, it's 30 Rock, and it's Saturday night. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. Let's go to Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
And we went up, and it's a crowd, and I looked over the woman's shoulder at the clipboard, and I picked a name, and I was like, oh, I'm Chris Johnson or whatever.
Yeah.
No ID.
Yeah.
She just goes, all right, how many? And I was like, there's 9 of us.
Yeah.
And she goes, fuck. All right. Gives us all gold passes.
That's
we
incredible.
Get on the elevator. We go up. We're in the green room, blocking family members, just standing in front of the glass and shit.
That's amazing.
Flagrant.
Yeah.
All dressed like a fucking Rex and Effect video.
Like you just left
like
the shoot.
a DOS Effects video.
Oh, yeah,
We all had the Carhartts and the Timberland boots and shit. And then watch it. And it was like the host was Bill Murray and the musical guest was Sting.
Wow.
And it was like this. That would never happen ever.
The way you
again.
got close to Sting, no, that's never supposed to be the case.
No, we were going down that hallway with all the black and white pictures of all the famous people. You've been at SNL backstage a lot, me now too. But like back then, I was like, and it was like the funniest thing. None of them cared.
That's so.
There's
cool.
like, I guess this is cool,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Free snacks, free soda, but like they didn't. I think my friend Andre dug it like I did, but that's it.
But they didn't not all of them revered it as
no,
institution.
Not, at that age, I worshipped it.
Especially those years though, because that was right when In Living Color was like.
So a little popular. After In Living Color,
but In Living Color had kind of changed the scope of like SNL
absolutely.
at that time.
Dude,
you were like,
In Living Color was so good.
Yeah, you're like, well, that's funnier.
Yeah.
And then, well, no offense to Lauren and his people, but it was at the time funnier.
Sure. Yeah.
And so no offense.
For sure.
But that and then when Mad came out, I mean, it was like exciting.
Right, yeah.
That was that same year, wasn't it?
What year did Mad come out? I just know. I don't know who started it. I ended it.
Yeah, there we go.
Last season.
That's right. Famous last season of Mad TV.
I've gotten so many shows canceled. Mad TV, Pushing Daisies, Up All Night.
It's not you. It's
not me.
The industry.
It's just shows get canceled. That's
shows
all.
constantly get canceled.
They do.
Sometimes before they're even shot.
And now they don't get made.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. No.
Sometimes you write a whole season and then you just go home and never see
Isn't it
that show
wild though?
again.
Now people are like, they're not, the Hollywood's moved on from Hollywood. So you're probably leaving LA. And I'm like, no, I like it here.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like it's still kind of here and I just enjoy my life.
Yeah. Now I feel like people have always talked shit about LA or talked about LA that have never been to LA.
Yeah.
And now it's the worst version of that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When now they're like, everything's on fire.
Yeah.
And they had to bring the army in to clean it up. Like, no,
they didn't. Yeah.
None of that is true.
That was extra shit that
none of that is
happen.
True. But it is as true as when they're like, oh, all of LA is Rodeo Drive.
I know.
It's all,
or when someone watches Entourage and is like, so this is your life, right?
Exactly.
It's like, I've never been in most of those spots.
That's probably 6 city blocks.
But I've tried.
LA, for sure. We first got to LA, we were like, Entourage,
I got to see Barney's Beanery where they decided that he shouldn't date me anymore.
Dude, Barney's Beanery, all I think of is like, that's where like, Jim Morrison and them used to hang out and stuff. But I feel like Jim Morrison would get drunk in a friggin'
it doesn't
in a
matter
Gelson's. It wouldn't matter. But like there, comedians laugh at weird shit. This is pretty offensive, but they, it's right in West Hollywood. And this is when West Hollywood started getting real gay.
Yeah.
And the sign just said, no.
Really?
Like F, the F slur.
At Barney's Beanery?
Yeah. But it spelled it with 1 G.
It's like
you fucking idiot.
So it's like, isn't that something else in French? Like, is that like
it means
no
something
snails?
else.
Yeah,
Doesn't that mean small snail?
Yeah. Like,
I wouldn't think you'd serve those. It's a bar.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about West Hollywood. I assumed it had always been the same as it is now.
Well, it had that change for sure. And then Barney's Beanery was like, no.
Yeah.
No. Once the gay wave starts, you can't push it back. Let's tell you what.
I grew up in Boys Town, and people it's like a West Hollywood of Chicago.
That's crazy. I always forget you grew up in Boys Town. I love Boys Town.
Boys Town's great.
It's great. Technically, like Lakeview, but
you were now they're trying to say
Town.
East Lakeview. I mean, the early years, I was in Boys Town.
Okay,
I was on like Broadway and all that shit, and people ask,
you're like, I was in a booth in Roscoe's.
I was born there. That's where I was born. We moved from diner to diner. No. But it is like I could say.
I find out you're just bullshit. You're like me and my dad's. I'm like, I've met your mom. What is this shit? Sorry, go on.
No. That was an actor I paid who just happens to look exactly like me and my daughter. No, no. But when people ask like what changed there, because I was like, I only know gentrification in terms of like single gays to married gays. So it was like for me growing up, it was all like it wasn't a nice neighborhood yet. It was like kind of cool, but it was a lot of like just people, fucking probably. And then there's like, we had like people in cross dressing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Around us and all that kind of stuff going on. But then when it became families is when I really noticed. And that's kind of when we moved, but it was like, we only moved down the street, but it was like, this is like true gentrification. We had like right here, we had single gays, Mexicans, Polish, us, R. Kelly.
It was.
That's true.
He's right. I remember his house by that bar.
Yep, right by that bar.
Like perpendicular, like right down that street with the weird
right now
porch.
it's next to an Enterprise rent-a-car.
Okay.
I went back and saw it, and I told the guy at Enterprise, I was like, do you know what happened behind your store?
Terrible things.
So many things that have been well documented. But that was... so then I watched as it changed. So like it changed more around... like just families and stuff. And then it became like not even gay people anymore. And I was like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah. Like the gays I grew up with in Portland were all married.
Yeah.
Not married because it wasn't legal.
Well, it wasn't legal back then either, but
Jesse's dads. And Roger.
Which is also crazy when you think back, like, but to me, they were married because I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it wasn't legally binding. I didn't even realize that till right now.
Well, and it was tough, dude, because it was still the 80s. So like this kid on the playground would be like, they're just friends. And you're like, all right, dude. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna argue with you.
One kid, even not related to that, but it was like this guy had a white wife, And one kid, one black kid.
Well, that's a white wife.
Kid in my school.
That's the joke. We'll be right back. All right,
guys. He was like, "Oh, she's real light skinned." I was like, "What? She's white? Like,
it's light skinned.
It's that hard to believe that black man."
That's the joke from Hustle and Flow.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what's his name's joke from Blackish. What's his damn name?
Anthony Anderson.
Work with him. Yeah, Anthony Anderson. Yeah. He's like, no, he's not white. He's just light skinned.
Light skinned. Yeah, exactly. This was in the 90s though, where this kid was like, "Nah, she's light skinned." It's like, all right, man. I'm pretty sure she's
very,
white.
Very,
like, to the point that she's Irish. It's like, but I remember that being so far fetched even back then.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's also it's another God. All I have is random references. That's all I have. If I can make a living, at this shit. Was it Deep Cover? No, was it Deep? Yeah, where that one actor, super good. He's in a bunch of Spike Lee's stuff. Nunn. And he's actually a really light skinned black actor, but he's like sitting there with this white, like punk rock chick, and they're smoking crack. And the guy's like, hey, get this bitch right out of here. Yeah. He's like, why disrespect my African queen? It's like, she's a white woman. What are you talking?
Come on, how much drugs are you doing?
How high are you?
Yeah. And that's just 30 years ago. I think about that every now and then. I'm like, 30 years ago.
Yeah,
everything any of us are doing is crazy.
Well, that kind of thing is what it gives me hope in a sense that we're like laughing over this stuff, over the differences back then of how it was this, and there are still people that are just like on the bullshit kick.
I know, and I'm like 30 years later, you're still thinking like that. Yeah.
Yours will fall too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yours will fall too.
Every time I see a guy, because we have daughters and we should. And then you see a dad who probably shouldn't have a daughter. And you're like, man, it's going to be so upsetting when she's of age and like telling you what you're doing is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think about that all the time. I'm like, I'm probably going to be told what I'm doing is wrong. And I'm
getting told every single day. Right? Yeah.
But I have some belief that I'm at least some part of a good person.
Well, but these people are there's bad. That, but you're also like, I'm open to correction.
I'm totally open to correction. Yeah.
I think the big mistake a lot of dads make is like, I got this.
Yeah,
I know what's best. There's so many people right now in huge positions of power that what I call cosplaying adults.
Yeah,
where it's like, when you're a kid and you put on a suit and you're like, I'm a man.
Yeah,
like, you're not a man. You're not, you don't have any authority. You haven't worked. You haven't studied. And
you haven't earned anything
exactly.
either. Yeah, like everything you got is from a parent, which is crazy.
It's like when I booked a huge ad when I moved to LA and I'm like, I'm earning money, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's like, I can't just sit around and drink.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I still did.
Yeah.
But it was that thing of it fools you into thinking like, I have a job because checks are coming. It's like, you're not doing shit. You shot it. It's over.
That's one day.
This is not a live stage play of the Holiday Inn Express ad that you're doing every day.
Yeah. If only.
Yeah. I tried to book that job.
Yeah, that one's in Manhattan now. That's on Broadway.
It's been on Broadway longer than Phantom of the Opera. They love it. So I'm wearing a Cape Cod tank.
Oh, nice.
Which we've hung
there. Cape Cod. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not to brag.
But it's funny, like, oh, you went to the Cape. It's like, there's still some shitty areas of the Cape too, exactly, for sure.
Yeah,
you know, after all, there are Irish ancestred white people there. I can say that because I am one. But what do you think of when you think of tank tops?
Tank tops. I either think of a very hilarious person. Overweight, hilarious person.
Okay.
Because those are the people I grew up with, and also Doughboy as a child was an overweight kid in a tank top. And
Ice Cube's character in Boys in the Hood.
The young person, which meant the casting call in 1993 was definitely fat black kid, without a doubt. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And I can say that because I was one.
Well, and you also...
And I still am. But
fuck off. Shout out to your IG.
Oh, yeah. Husky Nigga Fitz. Follow it right now.
I can't say it.
No one in this room can say it but me.
I can't post it. I can't post. I can post it and just be like, it's my friends.
It's a movement. Well, I mean, yeah.
Like if you made clothing and I bought a sweatshirt,
exactly.
I couldn't call and say, hi, is this?
There's been some discussion of that. It would have to be Husky Guy Fits or something like that. No. Husky's got to be involved because of the Bugle Boy sizing from back in the day.
Husky.
That was
I remember
you would
Husky.
go to Sears and you would get, or like Marshall Fields or wherever whatever your store was.
Weren't there Husky jeans too?
Yeah, there were Husky
like
jeans.
Husky brand jeans.
Yeah.
Dude,
Husky
it's like,
jeans for
like,
big boys.
That's not cool to fuck with your base like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know, fatty pants. It's like a lot of fatty pants. Like there used to be when I lived in Chicago, there was a out of business place with a sign that was still there that was like Wallaby Station. Like a wallaby is a tiny kangaroo.
Yeah.
Apparel for the shorter man.
Wow.
You think a fucking man wants to be called a wallaby because he's short?
They had to be excited when, the Wu-Tang came out, but still.
Yeah. It's like tiny boy shorts. Shorts for the short man.
I'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Give me two pairs of those shorts.
I can see why you're out of business.
Yeah.
But yeah. I remember. Yeah. Okay. So hilarious dude. What do you mean like growing up? Like funny guys?
Like funny kids were like, because I feel like as a kid, you're way too insecure to wear a wife beater or like a tank top. So
but you keep conflating because I feel like wife beaters are the undershirt versions.
Yeah,
of tank
that's
tops.
right. Yeah.
But
summertime, you switch from the sort of wife beater to the actual tank like this.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or the jersey.
Yeah.
I would see a lot. But yeah, tanks to me mean that. There's also the idea that Snoop Dogg had a oversized one, and my guess was it was a small in Baby Boy. And we watched that in college real stoned. And we could not stop laughing at how loose his wife beater was. And we had a reference point because T.I., who was not big yet, he used to come around school and like give out CDs. And he was notable because he had
at Morehouse?
At Morehouse. He would go on there's this place called The Strip that's like in between Clark Spellman and Morehouse. And T.I. used to be on The Strip selling CDs of like I'm Serious. I think it was his first one. But it was like a mixtape of I'm Serious before it came out for real.
Okay.
And it had it had a Neptunes track on there. So we were all like, wow, impressed for sure. We were like, okay, I don't know how you got Neptunes from Southwest Atlanta.
Yeah.
But he had a loose wife beater on. So that was like a big thing where we were like, oh, we brought that up so much in college that Baby Boy coming out almost made like our dreams come true. Cause we were like, look, another loose wife beater, like that rapper who we don't know.
Who sells CDs.
Who sells CDs.
Yeah.
Who would, at that point, I think have been king of the South by that point. I don't know.
That's wild.
But we watched his rise. That was like one of the first people we all watched rise so fast.
He was huge.
Huge, yeah. Where we're like, that guy who just sold us that is now battling Ludacris and winning.
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening?
Yeah. He was like more of a rapper.
Yeah,
than Ludacris.
Luda was hilarious.
Yeah, Luda was funny. Like big and gregarious.
Yeah. But T.I. definitely was winning the rap battle. Mm-hmm. Luda may have won the whole thing. I don't know, but T.I.'s got $700 million or something from a toy company now.
Still, like a massive name.
Yeah, no, he's huge.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I think of normally is like loose equals funny.
Okay.
Tight and fat equals funny
for sure.
And like just in general, it's a good way to like. I remember there was a year where I was in great shape and I bought like 10 tank tops and I wore them everywhere. And I've had tattoos since 18. So it was like the first time I could feel cool with a wife with a tank top on.
Yeah.
And I can't even remember the year. I think it might've been like, no, it was 2016 because there's pictures of me and my wife.
Well, this is the thing that's dawning on me right now that like the one thing that I've been enjoying about doing this, I just came up with this podcast as an idea, as an excuse to do a podcast. It's just fucking silly and stupid, which is most of the reason why I do anything.
Same.
But then the kind of secret sauce that I've discovered is that nobody wants to wear a tank top on a podcast. I don't either, really. But the thing is, it's freeing where it's kind of like, I was thinking about the other day, like the parts you don't like about yourself, you kind of want to show people.
Yeah.
Just to fucking get it over with and be like, whatever, I got love handles. Yeah. My legs are weird, whatever it is. You want to be that person that like wearing something that covers everything but that. Yeah. And be that maniac and be like, who gives a shit, Yeah. So I feel like it's freeing for me to sit here and wear tank tops and pants. What I'm wearing right now, it's ridiculous. It makes no sense. This would be the wardrobe for like the white drug dealer in an 80s movie.
You know, like
the guy that's just hanging around a school. Like, hey, you kids want to fly? Like the guy that would get arrested right away.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, I was almost everybody I've reached out to is just like, I don't know if I've worn one in years, or, like no one said, do I have to? Everyone's like, they're down with it.
Yeah.
But they're like, okay. And then once we do it, they're like, okay. But like, to your credit, you just sat down and rocked. There's no part of you that was like, there's no part of you that's just like, oh.
At this point, I don't care. Yeah. Also, I like that idea of it being like very freeing because it's like all the parts that you don't want. Because I think that's like comedy in general, I feel like, or at least why I kind of got into it, because the Eminem 8 Mile strategy of like, we did fuck my girl. It's when he goes out and he's like, let me tell you everything that you're going to say about me.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's comedian our entire lives. So it's 100%. Like this tank top is just representative of that. It's like, oh, I was already like, I feel like, especially I used to say as a Chicagoan, but maybe it's just as a comedian. Every time you walk into a room, you've got to roast for everyone right away. For sure. That's the only way to stay in shape, kind of like in fighting shape. It's like, and just if you can roast back, everyone's going to respect you anyway. At least it felt like that in high school. So it was like, and because I know what you're going to say about me. So
no one can roast us like ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was like, I remember when the roast battle thing was a big thing.
Yeah.
I never wanted to, because I just like, I didn't want to hear the shit they want to say about me. I was insecure that way, but I also didn't want to, I feel like I would go too fucking hard, Yeah. But it's like, I feel like I could write their roasts for me better than they could.
I know. I felt that too, where it's like, I got better stuff about me.
I got shit that wakes me up in the middle of the night that I'm just like, wow, did you fucking fail? What are you doing? Like that shit, I'll just get stuff that, that my brain reminds me of that I'm like, and occasionally I'll be like, oh, that's a good story. I'll tell that one on stage,
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Yeah, that's good.
It's the business of not being cool. It's small dick energy.
That's the idea of being a comedian. It is
kind of.
That's the goal of comedy, is to get that energy.
Your big dick and your small dick energy.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, because it's
not a pleasant.
But like even
assessment of stand-up comedy.
But it's like all of us have to, like the Richard Pryor greatest of all time. Yeah, because his whole shit was vulnerability.
Absolutely.
Say the craziest thing on stage.
Came out talking about sucking dick.
Sucking dick.
All right, black men don't say this right now on stage.
Yeah, it's like when you start sucking dick and then all you want to do is suck dicks. Nightclub crowd's like, wow, what are you? Please. We're newly married.
Arguably the funniest guy out, though.
I just heard this guy was funny. I'm horribly uncomfortable. And like, not that you have to be filthy, but just
but still,
you want to. I think that's why people they do the. I know what you're thinking.
I know.
So and so.
We're all tired of it at this point.
Boo.
Keep doing it, guys, because it makes us look better. I know what you're thinking. I'm this and I'm this. Blah blah blah.
It's so corny.
At the same time, if my daughter ever wanted to do comedy and she said that joke, I'd be like, well, great job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys have dozens of jokes about Stella.
Yeah, constantly.
For sure.
Yeah, she's got to stay ready. She's got jokes about it. She's got roast jokes about everybody. Yeah, she's good. She can walk in a room and play with the best of them.
And you are married to a comedian.
Yeah.
Julia Rossi, very funny. And I remember you had the point where I was like, it was a good and a bad point, because I said, is that hard? Because I'm married to my ex-manager, which is weird. Yeah. Not that I'm judged, but I was like, is that hard being married? I mean, a comedian married to another comedian, and you're like, we both do the same work, and you're like, so do Jim and Pam.
That is true.
Like, yeah, but they're not real.
I mean,
but it's a good point.
It is. Yeah,
a lot of people get married. A lot of people fall in love at work.
Yeah,
and
constantly.
It's just work.
I mean, I feel like that's mostly where people, unless it's high school.
Yeah, right.
It's like, how else are you going to meet somebody? I guess you can meet on apps, but we're before apps.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Like, we don't know what that's like.
Yeah, I never had the swipe life.
Yeah, no.
I think I tried it for a week and just I threw my phone in a bush.
Same. I got so nervous that the person on the other end was going to like rob me. That was always my concern.
Yeah, I didn't want to. This is back in the Tinder days. Yeah. I didn't want to link my Facebook, but that's the only way to link your information at the time. I know. So I just had a picture of me, like a fucking serial killer. Like, be like, there's no info. I'm not meeting you. Psycho. I don't want to get thrown in a van, never be seen again.
Yep.
Ugh. Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure it's easier now, or it must be, to find a wife on there. Yeah, actually, one of my best friends, he found his wife on Hinge, I think.
Oh, cool.
So it works. It works sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's great to have those options and stuff. It's just funny how dudes would not let go of and still have not let go of. And sure, sometimes it is like this, but straight men want it to be like Grindr.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Where,
I remember thinking that's what it was.
Where like you will never functionalize and mobilize mutual horniness on a level like that ever again.
Yeah.
It won't work heterosexually.
No, it doesn't.
Because women would feel unsafe.
Yeah.
You know,
and
the physical dynamic, of course.
Yeah.
But like, I was talking to a gay friend and she was like, oh yeah, there's a dude, you know, in the crawl space of this building right now. Like, what the fuck? And he's my type.
Be right back.
You know? But it's just like anything. Everyone has their, you know, Adomian has that great bit about how like the problem with, you know, all the bottoms are just fighting.
Fighting for a top.
Fighting for a top. The tops just can't be bothered, you know. It's kind of.
I do remember thinking like, because I forget who was telling me, but somebody who fucked a lot, I think.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh man, is that what it is? It might have even been Kenny at the time. But I was like, is that what Tinder? RIP. But yeah. But I remember being like, is that true? Like, so then when we moved to New York, I got on there and I was for a little bit and I was like, I'm too scared. Like I have natural
I'm
anxiety.
not a savage like that.
I
mean, there are those guys and there are those women and God bless them.
Sure.
Get together
but all day.
It's not, you're not going to have the casual, no matter how crazy you are, you're not going to have the casual, oh, I just blew a guy in that porta potty. Right. You're right. That like gay men are going to have.
Right.
It's just another thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And we moved with.
Not saying like all gay men, but like, you
definitely
know.
the ones we moved with had that energy at the time.
Be right back.
Now they're both in
again.
Relationships, but yeah, exactly.
Please tell me you're just going to go do cocaine or something.
Don't even do cocaine.
Found another guy.
No, you're both in perfect shape. How you don't do cocaine? I know that. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend who used to blow me off to go on a date with a chick, like at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
What was that thing where after a while I was just like, I don't know if we're still buddies.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever talked to him about this, but he doesn't live in LA anymore and stuff. But like, I love him to death. But back in the wild early days of LA, it would be this thing where we'd have plans. We're gonna go see a movie.
Yeah,
we'd drink, and he'd be like 10 minutes to where we're about to. I'm walking to the bar, and he's just like, "Oh, dude, this chick texted me back, and so I asked her to go to blah blah blah." And I'm like, "You what the fuck am I doing?" You know. And I remember once texting him back. I was like, yeah, well, I guess pussy takes precedence. And I'm kidding. And he goes, yeah, right, doesn't it? At a certain level, yeah. But like at the same time, it's like, you know, like I'm like sitting there, this
he's just like
sad clown alone in a bar. This was my Friday.
No. It's like alliteration. That's good.
Does that mean
I like it.
I have to find love now?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. I remember I did mushrooms before I found love. But, I had met her and I was like, and then I did mushrooms after a night out with a bunch of people. And then I hung out with this girl who kept calling me like baby. And that was like, way too much for me. I was like, I just met you.
I've tried that move.
Yeah.
With a girl I liked and she didn't like me that much. And I was calling her babe all the time. And she's like,
it's always one side. It's always one side of that is going to be like, I don't know about that. Like,
let's admit it. It's when Will and I dated.
Yeah. It's when we dated and you kept calling me babe. And I was like, no.
Fucking
we're
hot.
not there.
Yeah.
No, but I remember she called me babe a bunch as the mushrooms were coming down. And I was like, I can't do this. And I think I had, it was like just the whole night was so awkward after that. And then I think the next night is when I first hung out with Julia.
Oh, really?
It was like a weird weekend of like, what the fuck happened? Like,
that's wild.
Like Saturday was so wild.
Yeah.
I
had a friend in Chicago who he was getting serious with his girl and he's like, I wasn't sure if I should marry, so I took a shitload of mushrooms and I made a checklist.
Yep.
He like made a pros and cons list high.
Yeah.
And the pros won.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, they're still married.
That's because mushrooms are incredible.
They're the truth.
They are. They really are.
I've only had one bad experience on mushrooms, and that was at a farmer's market on the Oregon coast. And the sun just was knifing through the trees. And it was that thing where you'd just be walking and then sun would just spear you in the eye. And it was just like, and there was just people around you like trying to, the fruits were like swelling. And I was like, I gotta go.
That sounds fun.
This is too much. Usually it is. It was just like, I just didn't.
But no, when it's overwhelming, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's hard to find the time to do mushrooms with children, obviously. But
yeah, I did when my cousin had her 50th birthday and her dad had his 75th, and we all went to. They rented these giant houses in New Orleans, and like we had like the second night they had like a chef in the house and a bartender and like a band, and it was just this. And I took a few mushroom pills that night and drank way too much, but it was like this is great. That's like the thing where you're just kind of like you eat, like where you take it and then the band just all of a sudden kicks into like a New Orleans version of Can't Help It by Michael Jackson. You're just like, oh my God.
Did I ask for this? Like,
yeah, so good.
Yeah, my friend's wedding, the same friend I was talking about who met her on Hinge. I was the shout out to Stephen Molly. You guys are great. Now you're gonna regret that I said your name.
Okay.
I was on mushrooms right after I was their minister. So cool. I'm the one who married them, and then I immediately went outside and did mushrooms. And then that was just fun. It was in like South Michigan.
Okay.
In like a field and everything.
Wow.
But it was like my duties are done. you guys are
I'm
married.
off the clock.
Yeah, I'm off the clock.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad, but it was just that was a fun trip because it was like the kids, my wife and kid were here, and so I was able to just like not, because you don't really want to do mushrooms and then see your offspring. Because then you're like, what the fuck?
No. Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever been. I've been a little lit. I've never been high.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And seeing, it's too strange. I've been stoned, but
Julie McCullough has a bit about how his dad used to secretly take mushrooms all the time, and he coaches Little League. And he was like, and he'd be like, Russell, get over here. Come here. You got clear blue eyes. I'm going to fuck up the joke, but he's like, you got clear blue eyes, like the color of truth in the air. Look, if you want to run close to the third base when that guy, what did you just say?
Are you okay?
You all right, man?
Yeah. But see, that makes that sound cool. But I know Julian probably wouldn't say the same things based on his jokes about it.
Right.
I remember those when I first moved here. But
when Brido got married, and Victoria got married out in the desert, I took a bunch of mushrooms and of course was like, Kara, you got to take them. Yeah. This is back in our fucking, we won't we days and shit. And we, drank a bunch and shit. And I remember like, I had a backpack with like our stuff in it and nothing, like a notepad, like my wallet and shit. And like I think I threw it in the van. Oh, can you take this back and drive it back to like the hotel? Like it was like Pappy and Harriet's, where we were staying right over there. And I'd take it right there. And she goes, hey, where's the bag? And I was like, oh, I don't remember, because I'm all lit. And she goes, what? And she just lights into me. And she's like, my whole life was in that bag. And I'm like, it was? And so like, I felt so shitty for like an hour and a half. And she left to go party with people. And I'm just sitting in the hotel room. And I'm like, I made a video like, babe, I'm going to find that bag.
That's hilarious.
Then I was like, wait. And like, I found the bag and I was like, there wasn't shit from your life in that bag. I feel like death.
A notebook that says my whole life.
It's like CJ Sullivan had that bit about just fucking saying everyone's bits, but like how he's left, like when you most embarrassing thing is when you leave your work behind you in a hotel room.
Yeah.
It's a very important backpack.
Yeah.
There's just a notepad full of jokes about penises. That's my work.
That's millions of dollars in there. Trust me.
Please. It's as good as bearer bonds. Yeah. So now we're close-ish to the end, and what we do is we talk about we tuck in your tank.
Okay.
So you don't have to tuck it in.
No, I'll happily tuck it in. Yeah.
But it's kind of like just to get you to talk about something a little crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Could be bad, could be good, but it's all like that was like case in point. This look, pants and a tank top. Tank top tucked into pants.
Dangerous man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe hilarious. Maybe on the edge.
On the edge. For
very
sure.
different.
Yeah.
So do you have anything? If you don't have anything locked and loaded, that's okay. We can just keep on riffing.
And then I'll.
Let me think what I've got for tucked in this week. I've got. I don't ever want this pod to be a downer, so I won't. I won't go current events.
Okay.
It'd also be too much of a grab bag, too fucking easy.
Yeah. We've all
fish
got
in a barrel.
Shit.
Fish in a barrel. News of the day. Fish in a barrel. No, I have these neighbors who have like a pool that I think buttresses against a stone wall. Because when they go out and have drinks at night, they're so loud. There's nothing they say we can't hear.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, they haven't been out there in a while, but they got like a teenage son. He was with his buddy. And it's like, this is the only time I've ever come close. And I don't call the cops on people. But I've come close to calling the cop, calling in that, is it 311, like a non-emergency?
I think so,
It's also the code for public nudity.
311?
That's why the band's called 311.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Amber penises. Wow. I did not know that.
These two teenage bros scream talked to each other because it's like they can't hear themselves over the babbling brook or something, but the fucking sound reflects everywhere else like a gunshot. So our house, our neighbor's house, and we're like, what the fuck? And like we have a friend staying with us, and like the next day she woke up and she was like, what were those boys yelling so much? And it was just like bro. But that was the time, bro. Like they were yelling like, look out, a car's gonna hit you for that 2 hours. Where it was like, fuck. Like I can't call that number because they'll be like, don't. I was
like, what are you, a little bitch?
I'm like, hey, and they couldn't hear me. I would have to go up in the backyard. Like, not a very good one, not a very good tucked in, but at the time, it was just like, it's one of those things where like, I don't know what the fuck to do. This is crazy.
That is crazy.
It's 1 a.m.
Real quick, can you imagine if 911 calls you a little bitch?
Like, absolutely.
This guy won't leave my house.
What
are you, a little bitch?
Loud teenagers. You know the shit we're dealing with? This is LA.
You can't tell the nice boys to stop. Like, oh, hello?
How can you hear them over the gunshots? Okay, what's yours?
My tucked in, just a weird thing. You know, wait. Oh, I don't think we give enough credit to the Now You See Me movies. I think that's
okay.
Right? Can we talk about the Now You See Me 3
Let's do it.
out?
Those are airplane classics for me.
Classics. They're classics. 1 and 2 I watched maybe 1,000 times each.
Very fun.
And I just feel like I was out somewhere and somebody pulled up the scene where they're trying to do the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like throw
the cards.
It's a 20-minute scene in Now You See Me 2 where they try to get cards from inside of this door to outside of this door.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. It's really stupid. But it is interesting to watch, and I watch it all the time, and I'm excited. And every time I watch it, it's like I'm watching with my brother because he likes the same shit. And it will be like, they could have just walked right there. Like 2 minutes in, you're like, that's when they could have walked outside with the thing and it would have been totally fine. But instead they're doing like down the back and like magic shit.
Just killing time.
Yeah, magic's cool. That's my new
oh yeah, dude.
That's my tucked in. Magic is cool and we're disrespecting it way too much.
The Magic Castle in LA made me go, all right, yeah, magic at a certain level is no joke.
Yeah.
The problem is to get to that no joke level, it's a lot of joke.
You gotta like,
no, that's not.
Do my kid's party next month or something.
Yeah, but even those, if you do something, I'm like, I'm easy. You do something, I don't know. You did it, cool. Like there's a guy at the Magic Castle that just walk around in the bar and just steal your shit. Like he'll shake your hand and he's wearing your watch, and you're like, what the fuck?
Wow, that's cool. Yeah,
it's slick.
That's like, Now You See Me shit because they're thieves.
Yeah. And the bar in the basement of the Magic Castle, there was this old guy just doing, and he was like, he's just there while the other guys are making drinks. He doesn't make drinks, but he's like, he just does tricks. It was like me, Kara, a couple other friends, and he did this trick where there's nobody behind us.
Yeah.
And this guy's like 65, cracking jokes and shit, shuffling the deck. And he's like, where's your card? Pick your card. And it's that one. He's like, oh, fuck, where is it? Look in your pocket. It's in Kara's back pocket.
Wow.
There's no one behind us.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, how? Did
How'd
a little drone fly up and just drop it? It's like, this doesn't make any sense.
But that's why I think they might actually just be magicians. Like they might be
demons.
Something like that. They might be wizards. Like we just got to trust it. We've got to stop trying to figure out what they're doing and just trust that they're
some magician
wizards.
Was just a fucking lazy superhero.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I
He's
made
like
this
the Flash.
Give me another drink.
Yeah, I'm wearing your pants. The fuck? How did you do that?
I'm really fast.
I'm just really fast. Yeah.
Like,
he goes to like a 12-step program. Is like, just got to be honest. You know, got to.
Did you go out and get a drink?
With the fearless like self-appraisal, or I've just got to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I can move faster than the speed of sound. I want to be a magician. I can't do shit.
All right, we don't want to exagerate.
I really can.
No, that's true.
No, watch. I'll put your pants on right now. Watch. Holy shit. And while it was gone, I got drunk. Oh, no.
I had 3 drinks at the bar. What bar? We're in the middle of the desert.
Okay, so we just workshopped the Flash : alcoholic.
Yeah.
I think that's the next step.
Like a rehab with
They
all
need to do that.
superheroes.
They need to have superheroes that have crippling addiction problems.
Yeah, they all do.
Well, Tony Stark does. He's an alcoholic,
but he's
like,
less a superhero and more just a guy.
He's like a guy in a robot
invented
suit.
a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So his deal is like, I'm not actually good at any of this.
We need like Doctor Strange doing coke, and he's just constantly making fucking eggs like portals.
That'd
Fuck
be
off!
Cool as shit. Yeah.
Did you steal my TV?
Coked out Doctor Strange. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else would be good as like on mushrooms or something, or on ecstasy.
Oh man,
yeah.
I think the Hulk on anything would be great.
Isn't it weird? Like
Elon, the Hulk is already like the werewolf, where it's like the werewolf is a metaphor for alcoholism.
Exactly.
Like what I do last night.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hulk is like that.
Wakes up as
Banner wakes up naked.
Yeah. Like oh shit.
Where are my keys?
But it's funny. Like I feel like ketamine and ecstasy was cool until the Tesla guy did it.
Elon fucked
and
it
now
all
it's
up.
like, oh, that's kind of lame now. Like if you're doing it, it's not cool.
It's crazy that his true north, the thing he wants the most is to be cool, and he chases it so hard he uncools shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
People probably don't do ecstasy anymore.
No, I don't want to. I mean, I hadn't in 10 years anyway. But
yeah. No, it's like you don't want to go back.
So uncool.
Oh, like
he does it like just to sit
who
in
is
the
like
office.
Reggie Watts was always talking about how great ketamine is. And I was like, maybe I'll try it. No, I'll never try it.
Same here.
I'll never try it.
Ketamine was on my list because it's supposed to be like very helpful or whatever. But yeah, it's like, no.
It also makes you build a subpar EV that you'll never update.
Hummer made an EV. You can't make yours better now?
Come on, motherfucker. Update, Elon. Oh, shit. Okay. So anything to plug?
Monday nights at Senior Fish in Eagle Rock.
Oh, nice.
I do a comedy show at 8.
Very cool.
I think you've done it once or twice.
Once.
Once. Yeah. Gotta have you back.
Oh yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to.
Literally, you can do it at any point in his life.
But dude, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having
my weird
me,
little experiment, and I love you to death, dude. I'm so glad we're dad bros.
Me too. This is great. Me too. Hi.